in today's market, the sellers have to pay to play. What's up, everybody? Kenny Simpson. Welcome back to The Brief. Another week, more news, more data. It's never going to stop. We're in crazy times. I would expect a lot of volatility, a lot of stuff going on literally over the next just weeks, months. So stay tuned. We got a lot of stuff to cover today. So I want to jump right into it. Fannie and Freddie, if you never heard of them, they buy pretty much all the mortgages out there. There is going to be a lot of stuff released by them. There's going to be some probably good. There's going to be some bad. When I say good, I think they're going back through everything right now. We're hearing they're trying to see what can we do to help right in this time. Can we help first-time buyers? Can we loosen some guidelines? We're going to have to tighten some guidelines too, right? Depending on what happens with the recession and stuff. But expect changes, expect some pricing level change, meaning like if you're a first-time buyer and stuff, maybe they'll reduce some of the hits so there's better pricing so you save more money. The other thing I want to talk about is obviously interest rates, right? Rates kind of going up and down. The 10-year was at 4.5. Now it's a little bit over 4. So rates are definitely moving up and down. So if you like a rate, you got it, lock it in. 2-1 buy downs are literally, I think, 50+% of the market right now. I expect it to go higher and higher. But over the next months, I'm not expecting interest rates to fall. We'll have maybe some up and down volatility, but don't expect anything to fall off a cliff. If anything, expect them to go higher. Obviously, tomorrow, November 2nd, the Feds are going to meet. We're expecting another 75 basis points. With that, people are expecting the long-term rates to go up. Nobody knows. We'll see what will happen, but Feds are going to continue to raise. I'm expecting 75 basis points, maybe one more in December, 50, and then maybe we'll trim down to a quarter and a quarter. Who knows? That's what's out there on the street. That's the speculation, right? Last but not least, let's talk about the elephant in the room, the seller. Unfortunately, sellers, if you did not list your home earlier this year, yes, you're aware you missed the boat. Why did you miss the boat? Buyer demand is down. Interest rates are not down anymore. They're way up. So obviously the affordability factor, the herd of let's go get a house, let's go overpay for it. And obviously there's a little bit more inventory. This is causing an issue for you. So one of the things that we're talking about is most buyers coming to the table, right? They got to buy the rate down, whether they're going to do a normal buy down or a 2-1 buy down. They have to pay a higher rate. They have to pay more closing costs. So that means it's costing them a lot more money to do a purchase or just a refinance. So when they're purchasing your house, they're looking at paying points. They're like, why should I pay for this? I'm a buyer out here and nobody is. I'm buying your house. Seller, you pay for it. On a 2-1 buy down, the seller has to pay for it, right? So sellers, agents, get ready. Have that conversation. Put it in your listing agreement. Seriously, put it on there that, hey, you're willing to credit back a buyer for a 2-1 buy down, a 3-1 buy down, a 1-0 buy down, whatever it is. Put it out there. Let them know, because this is the conversation I'm having with my buyers, because they're looking at the pricing, the rates, the cost, and they go, who's paying for this? I said, you got to ask the seller. So sellers, you got to step it up. You got to pay to play. I know it sucks, but welcome to the new market. Otherwise, guys, stay tuned. Lots of news coming up as we move into these, basically a slower time of the year. Expect inventory to fall, demand to fall too. We'll see what happens. But guess what? There's going to be a lot of opportunity, I think, in the next 3 to 6 months for buyers. There's going to be people making deals. I'm going to have a lot more data. Stay tuned until next week. Hang on tight. Let's see what the Feds say. Any change in their vocabulary, that's what we're looking for. Any change, any pivots, anything like that, that's what we're looking for tomorrow. We know they're going to hit us with the 75 basis points, but we're really more concentrating on what their vocabulary says and what we're going to get out of that meeting. Until next week, have a great week. See you guys soon.